Hello there! Starting 2026, Scriptcase is coming up with a new module to integrate existing LLMs from different providers in the development environment. This new integration is coming with a few features on launch. There will be a new chat assistant with useful capabilities like code generation and review, application and database awareness, quick SQL editor and test run, chat history, and management. The model will also power smart tasks in the interface, like quick grid creation based on SQL and effortless localization. Let's see what those features look like in action. The first thing we notice is that there is a new icon on the top right corner, indicating our assistant panel. By clicking this icon, the panel shows up. Let's say hello. The answer will show up in the chat log above. At the same time, the new chat and copy button will appear. Let's start a new chat and ask for some code. The goal here is to have code to do some funny stuff on a blank application. The assistant is prepared to create code compatible with Scriptcase's events and syntax. During the answer, this little feedback area will show what the assistant is doing at the moment. Let's speed things up a little. With our code ready, let's push the Copy Code button and paste it into a blank application to test the result. As expected, our fancy code is working flawlessly. Now, let's head back and start yet another conversation and ask the assistant to analyze and summarize the purpose of an event code. The assistant will read the open code and provide us with an answer. It said that the code places numbers on a grid and reshuffles them with the press of a button. And that's exactly what it does. Now let's see the assistant working with application and database information. Let's open this grid, where I created a custom field in which I want to place an icon based on a specific condition on each record. I'll ask the assistant to create such code for me based on my real data. Upon sending the request, the assistant retrieves code, database, and application data to provide accurate and ready-to-use code. Let's run the application to check its behavior before adding the code. Now we add the code created by the assistant and run it again. Perfect, exactly as intended. It works because the assistant knew my application's database fields, my custom fields, my database structure, and Scriptcase macro usage. Using this knowledge, we can also ask the assistant to build complex SQL queries for us. For example, I want to retrieve the latest order with the highest number of distinct products per customer. Let's ask the assistant. It will check the database structure and build a useful select statement for us. When creating SQL code with real structures from our database, the assistant enables this little button at the top of the code block. There is a test run option that can only run select statements and it will show us the first 10 records of data. There is also a built-in editor in which we can edit the code before running another test. Perfect. We could create a grid with that. It's time for us to see our first smart task. There's a button down there that can create a grid application right from this editor. After naming your application and confirming, it will be created and open for editing. Let's run it. Exactly what we wanted. Back to our assistant to take a last look. We can click the History tab to see that all conversations we had were saved in a history. We can edit history name, erase it, or load it back into the chat to continue our conversation. Let's see another smart task and our last feature showcased today. When we open our localization page, we see that we have this new little button on each field. By clicking one of these buttons, the text in that input will be translated to every other language in this form. This feature will also be used to batch translate the data dictionary. And that's it for now. Scriptcase AI is coming early 2026 and will continue to improve and receive features over time. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching.